And here we go. Finally, all back together. Now I just gotta drill a hole from my wastegate to stick out of that part of the hood versus being way over there with my old setup. But I got the RB back together. There's no rattling noise. My speedometer works. I fixed the wiring for that. I wound up getting a different electric fan controller that actually has a thermostat in the top hose, which is actually a pretty good idea because down at the bottom I have my gauge temp for my AEM water temp gauge. So I'm actually reading what's exactly, or like when exactly this is cutting on, which is smart because I want to know the exact reading of the temperature of the coolant and exactly when the fans kick on down in the front. Alright, yeah, so I got everything heat wrapped over here. I just gotta get a turbo blanket and wrap my upper downpipe is what I call it because it's a two-piece downpipe now. And I'll also wrap the wastegate dump tube that comes out of the hood. As you can see, I got my front pig nose bumper on with the lip, and I wound up cutting out of these sections to get airflow to the radiator in the front, since it's not much with the intercooler being in the way. But then it is a gap down at the bottom, which kind of helps. You need to get a cooling panel that goes right here to keep that airflow going into the radiator versus just coming out of the top. Yeah, I wound up running my flex fuel sensor to a 12-volt switch source so it's not constantly running and draining the battery. As you can see the wires down here. Still need to wrap them, but I'm not worried about that right now. And I got to get some grommets for the hose. Let's turn the light on, see if we can see it. There we go. Some grommets for the hose there. And then I got the factory one right there, but as you can see it has that hole in the middle, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that one. So far everything is good. I'm actually pretty happy. It only took about 20 million years to get the car to the point. Next is actual test drive to actually see how it is, make sure I don't hear that noise at all. So I'm pretty sure I fixed it with a thicker head gasket, and then I wound up taking some of the squish pads out of the cylinder head because that's where the pistons was hitting at. See, I got my riding buddy with me. This is it so far. It's a stock body. Haven't done anything to the body front, and I got it from. He wound up rolling the fenders a bit and then pulling it a little. In the front and the rear, because he has some XXRs on it. As you can see, I got the ISIS exhaust, the dual tip. Let's get my flex fuel sticker or badge. Got a few of these things. I left these stickers on here. So rust-free hatch, third brake light gone. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Rust-free S13. I undercoated everything. I'm just looking forward to driving this car. Actually getting it tuned. I don't think I'm going to do the E85 part of the tune yet because I'm actually planning the trip to go somewhere. And to do the E85 tune is an additional $350, which I have, but I already paid for just a regular dyno tune on 93, so I'm just going to roll with that until maybe August. Some extra money rolls around. Right now I'm sitting on 350Z. I think these are the touring wheels. 18x8 in the front and the rear. Pretty stock interior, brand new carpet. So gotta clean up the wires down here and tuck everything, make it look nice and neat. So that's a part of the project. Tomorrow, and then vacuum it all out. But Stuart got in here and he left a few presents for me. He left some 8 nuts and left his poop everywhere. So I gotta clean the car out. I'll eventually have another radio in here. So far, not worried about it. Just want my car running and driving. and tuned so I can enjoy this summer. We're gonna start it up in a minute when I'm ready to leave out the garage, but so far I'm actually pretty happy with it. It just sucks that I paid someone money to put the engine together and this happened, but at the same time it sucks that I messed it up the first time. Wound up washing out all the bangs and whatnot, had to get another block, sell my $1,000 CP pistons for $250, which that hurt. But now I have White Scope pistons, which is made here in Cleveland, Ohio. Pretty pleased with it. ISIS suspension arms all around, or ISR performance, I should say. Got the coilovers. As you can see, I have a sunroof S13. I think once everything is all said and done, I'm still working on my power steering, but next after that, it'll be body work. So that'll be a winter project for me, or spring for next year to start on the body work. I think I'm just going to get it painted the factory red with the black top, kind of like this, even though it's like, I think, rattle can and everything will start to peel. But I like the factory red, and I'm still debating on wheels. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be 18-inch wheels. So I like how they fill up the wheel wells pretty good. I want to start getting into drifting. It's another thing that's on my list of things to do. That's one of the main reasons why I bought this car, was to drift, and built it, was to go drifting. And that's one of the things that's actually on my list of things to do. But I pretty much built this to be like all around, like a street car. It's something I could just take to the track on the weekends and enjoy it. And that's what I planned on doing. I didn't give up on the RB. So this engine's going to make me proud. So I'm just going to stick with it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no more issues. I think I got everything sorted out. I still got heat, which I need that here when it's chilly days. As you see, I got Vibrant performance parts here and there. Comp turbo, it leaks a little bit. I think it might be fixed, but I'm pretty sure what it is that my engine sees over 100 psi on cold starts. But I have the restrictor in the recommended one from Comp Turbo. I'm actually thinking about the turbo small oil regulator for the turbo to not have that issue anymore, because once the engine is warmed up, there's no smoke coming out the exhaust or anywhere leaking around the turbo. So far, I love 240s. Needs a good cleaning here and there, but I'll worry about that once it's all said and done. Wash the engine bay out, wash the car completely, vacuum it out again. Hopefully I'll be driving it to work next week. Fingers crossed. I won't do too much driving because I still need to get it tuned. But so far I could just put it around, which is okay. I guess I'll start it up now. I won't leave it running for too long. Here's my key. Got my turbo, always had that. Make sure it's in neutral. We can start it. It's gonna be kind of loud.